Good morning, everybody. I shared out. I don't know if it's going to reach the people that were interested in my craft room setup, but I promised you all I would do this today, so that is what I am doing. So wait for a few people to get in. Everybody hopefully had a good and safe New Year's Eve, New Year celebration, ringing the old year out and the new year in. I think I went to bed, I don't know, probably about 9:30. Yeah. And I woke up around 11:45 and rolled over and went back to sleep. Hey, Cindy, Happy New Year to you too. Hey, LK, Penpoo, I'm going to do a Happy New Year, Christy. I'm going to do a tour of my craft room here in just a minute. Let some other people come in because I've just popped on. Go ahead and share out if you would. I'd appreciate it. It's a lot. I mean, I have a really nice sized craft room, and I have done many, Happy New Year to you, Pen. I've done many crafts over the years. Hey, Tin Cat. So I am going to be finishing up the cover of the Lavender journal. But yesterday, folks were asking for a tour of my craft room. So I thought I would, hey, Kimmy from East Tennessee, welcome in. So I thought I would go ahead and do that little tour so that folks could see. Hey, Texan Jen, are you my daughter-in-law? It sounds like my daughter-in-law's handle, but maybe not. Hey, Cindy, thank you for the likes. Go ahead and share out because I'd like to get on with doing what I want to be doing today. I mean, I enjoy giving you a tour of my craft room for sure, but I really need to get this Lavender journal finished. And it just needs to get done. I was thinking it was going to be on Wednesday, but I think I have to go get my driver's license renewed on Wednesday. So I will definitely put it out by Sunday, no later than when I'm going to have it next week, but it will be next week. So, yeah. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Latino Forever. Happy New Year to you, too, as y'all are coming in. Okay, so I think we'll just go ahead and get started here. So y'all know I have two poodles. There they are. That's where they hang out. And over here is I have an Addie because I do some yarn art. Used to do hey Donna, welcome in. I used to do a whole lot of chunky knit blankets and stuff. And so here is my yarn cabinet, basically. I still have enough to do a couple more chunky knit blankets. I just need to sit my hiney down and get them done. And then over here, this is my sewing machine area. Now my sewing machine can normally tuck away, but when I had that fire back in 2023, I just took my sewing machine. I didn't take the cabinet. And I can't find the bolts that bolted onto the cabinet. I need to order them, but I just haven't taken time to do that. And so here, I do still make bowl cozies, but I don't make them in mass because I used to make them, by the hundreds. So the top one is bowl cozies that are in various stages. The bottom part is backpacking material. And then here is my packing up station. And we'll go over here. These shelves, Now, let me tell you, this desk here, everything, I have bought 2 things in here, new. Well, 3 things. My sewing machine I bought, but that was like in the 80s. And 2 little carts that I'll show you. But everything else, this desk and everything else I'm going to show you, I bought either off Marketplace or a thrift shop. So there you have it. So I have my embossing powders in that. That's actually empty right now. My buttons, I've got so many buttons. And that's stamps and stuff. And here's a beautiful journal that Anita brought me when she came to visit me. And then I have my spray inks in there. And that has my washi tape in it. And that has my wax seal stuff in it. And all these things I thrifted them or got them off Marketplace, okay? Except for the bug spray. We've had horrible flies. So let me show you my drawers here. Let's go over here. I have a Cricut, and down here is where my Cricut vinyl is. And that is all stuff that needs to go thrifting to the Goodwill. I should have moved it, but I didn't. And then this little toolbox here is just odds and ends scraps. So then under here I have, in these drawers, yeah, you know, you kind of have to just make a place. If you can't go down, then you need to go up. So here's my rubber stamps in that drawer. And in this drawer. And here are my ribbons. And here are other stringy and embellishment type things. And then this is embellishments, I don't know. You know, just different lacy things that I've gotten over the years. Ooh, I forgot about that. Anyway, so there's that. Well, let me remind you now, I have been doing this for many years. I did vendor shows for 12 years consecutively. And before that, back in the 80s, I also did vendor shows. So I've been crafting for a really long time. And these cabinets, all these black ones, I got those off of Marketplace. Sure did. I make a lot of things. Most recently, I make journals. So here is some miscellaneous stuff. I have my bias lace, my rickrack, and my chiffon ribbon and my embroidery thread in there. Don't have too much embroidery thread, but I do use it from time to time as embellishments. Here are some larger stamps that don't fit in the other drawer, and some more stamps. And then this is my jute or burlap drawer. Then, by the way, I still have this one that's available that we made not that long ago. Then over here, closest to my workstation, I have here I have my punches. And then down here, I have things that, some of it I saved from when I was doing jewelry. I've done jewelry, lots of jewelry. So these are like the, you know, they're full of things that you use, you know. This is a necklace that I can tear apart and use the beads from. You know, different things. So that cabinet that I keep my yarn in used to be full of those boxes with beads in them. So there's that. Then over here at my desk that y'all see me at all the time, of course, I've got my water. So here I have, let's see, where am I going to put y'all? Right there. Okay. So my wish is to get a 2-tiered Lazy Susan, because I could claim this much more of my desk. And on here I keep everything that I use like every time. And then over there are things that I use a little bit less. Then in this drawer here, I keep, my ruler, pens, sorry about that, different tools that I use. So when you hear me open up a drawer, it's usually that. I got to tighten this up. There we go. Okay. And then the next drawer is, these are my pens that I sent out with my journals, and then my clips, paint pens, paper clips. These are my corners for my books, book corners, a stapler, things that I use but not, on the daily. Yeah, I do. I use it to cut. You can use rulers for other things. Okay, so then I've got my paintbrushes and spatulas in there, and then scissors and the like in there. Then over here to my left, I like having my cutting board right beside me. I don't like having to get it in and get it out and get it in and get it out. And then up here, I have different little embellishments. And most all this stuff was either gifted to me by my brother-in-law. All the cigar boxes were gifted to me by my brother-in-law. So here are other little embellishments. My wax for the wax seals, some fancy paper clips, miscellaneous stuff there. Then I've got my pen clips, my bowl clips, elastic bands, and that one there has got my refills for my ink pads. Then there's flowers in that box, and I always keep a little extra paper up there. And pretty sure there's flowers in this box. Hang on a second, let me look. Get you up higher. Yeah, more flowers in that box. Then I like to use a lot of circles, so in this box here is a bunch of little circles, and then there's some bigger circles in this box. And then these are my Velcro and magnetic closures in here. These are little stamps, tiny stamps that I use. Little tiny stamps. I like the tiny stamps. They're fun to use. All right. Then there's stickers in here. These are daubers. These are ink pads. More ink pads. Probably should get rid of some of those. And then in here are some more little, thank you all for coming in. And here are some, these are my overflow small stamps. They just wouldn't fit in the other box, so I had to start another box. Then this area right here is where the stuff that I'm working on, pretty much. It's right close to my desk, and to where I work, and I can just reach it easily. Like this is for the Lavender journal. This is all ephemera that's finished and ready to get tucked in. Usually I keep other ephemera stuff in this box because, as I'm working on things and cutting things out, keep it in there. So that's all going to go in and this is ephemera I need to work on. Then on this shelf, this is stuff that I'm using right now, little stuff. I pretty much keep this lined stamp on this block because it just works for me. And then here are some more embellishments. My bling and my tassels are all in here. And then I used to keep all of my binding tools in here, and I probably just need to clean this out and do something with these. I keep these for, using, it's scrap stuff. But anyway, there's binding kit. It's not all in there anymore. And then for all of my sharp stuff, my refills for my rollers, my refills for my cutting boards and all that, my refills for my X-Acto knife, all the sharp stuff is in here. So keeping like with like helps you to keep things organized and put together, and so you know where to find them. And then my scraps are right there. And I think I showed you yesterday that I like to use these binder clips to keep them together, pretty much by size. And this is something that you would use. This is something that you would use. This rack is a plate rack. And I got it at a thrift store, and it had legs on it, and had a friend help me cut off the legs so that it would fit underneath. It does fit underneath this space right here, but I think I like it better pulled out. It's easier to get to, and I use them all the time. So that's how I do that. Then I have, and I'll be using these, I have these little cutting board things, which I have a lot, and I keep them tucked in here. So that way it doesn't mess up my other board, but I use the smaller ones. You can get these at the DT, and then I cut them in half. So there's that. Then in this drawer here, this is my, I'm not a real fan of the roll ephemera, but I do have some. And then these are little bitty pieces of lace and stuff that I'll pull out and use. And some extra, like these are empty. I hate to throw them away because I always think I might. Happy New Year, Beezy. I haven't seen you in a coon's age. I hope you're doing well. So anyway, I keep a couple of those just in case I might use them. Then in this drawer is my texture paste, and this is gold, that gold stuff that you put on, make things look shiny. I'm doing well, hun. And then this box, this box is a box I got at, I don't really have anything in it. I got this at a thrift shop, and I couldn't figure out why is it so shallow. Well, when I was playing around with it, I figured out that it actually has a hidden drawer in it. Isn't that cool? Oh, I forgot to show you my jewelry box over there. It too has a hidden space in it. And I keep a lot of my charms in there. Then down here, I have my metallic embellishments. You know, all these little, these are the larger ones. Again, these boxes were all given to me. These are some smaller ones. I haven't used these yet, but I'm going to use these fasteners and then these are some charms. And then back here we have these things, you know, the little frames that you can put stuff in. Okay, then the thing that saves me the most are these carts. So I love these carts, and I got every single one of them off of Marketplace. Dovey, go away. We are not interested in what you got to sell. Show the oh, the shoe. The shoe. There's my shoe. What have I got? I've got some washi tape that I use. But yeah, I love that shoe. Whoops. So keeping like with like. All right, so here, these are all my stickers. Well, not all of them. These are all my mostly PET stickers and other sticker books that I have collected. I love those release books, sticker books. They're great, and they're all organized. Then on the second shelf are, I've got notepads and envelopes and things like that. And these are some postcards, and this has got tags in it. And again, I did not spend one penny. This was actually a Mary Kay box, but it was such a good box. I don't even remember where I got it from. I think I got it in a thrift haul. And I just put a couple of stickers on the top of it. Hey, Linda. And then my pearls that I use a lot. And then down there are stickers. Like one of them's got words in it. Another one's got, if I need it, I know right where to find it. But these carts are marvelous, and you can get them. So this has got, I made this, and this has my extra die cuts in it. And this one has templates in it. And then this one has words in it. And then we go to over here. And this has got the PET tapes that are like 1 page long. And then this has miscellaneous stickers. Then this cart here, and you know, you can get these carts really inexpensive because they're all the time. To save room on my desk, I keep this with my baby wipes, and then my envelope cutter, my little guillotine, whatever stamps or stencils that I'm using on a project, I keep there. And then down there, I keep my pad for stamping and for poking. Then this cart over here has all of my watercolor stuff. Good, bad, and ugly. So whenever I want to watercolor, I just pull it over to my desk, and there we go. Now my paper tree, and yes, it is always better to keep your paper flat. So up there in that binder is all of my like 2 and 3D stickers. And then this is actually 2, and I got this off of Marketplace. She was a lady that lives local. There are 2 of them, and I stacked them on top of each other. I thought when I bought them that the wheels would come off, but they didn't come off, so I just turned it upside down and used it like that. Then here, I actually have an empty box right there, and then this is my fabric. Now, when I was doing bowl cozies like en masse, I had 3 shelves full of fabric that was folded like that. And this is what I've saved out of that. I sold the rest of it. There's my Cricut, and of course an iron. And forget what I've got down there. Obviously I don't use it very often. Oh, just stuff. I think that has colored pencils in it. And then I used to make aprons, so there's my mannequin. Then over here, I have my acrylic paints. And then in this closet, I have all of my mailing out stuff. Those boxes wouldn't fit. Then over here, I have my 2 printers. I've got my HP and my Epson EcoTank. And you know, y'all, if you've watched me for very long, you know I love to use envelopes for stuff. So here are the envelopes and cards that I have collected and use. And then this is my white and ecru lace. This is my chipboard and my little iron. This is where I keep my printer ink, some fancy photographs that I've taken in my life, and my paper, my lined and unlined food color and coffee dyed paper. Then over here, the shelf for my guillotine. There's extra paper in those. This has got some iron-on scraps, and this has got some lace in it. And then these little suitcase things that are pretty much falling apart, I keep my laces in. So these are appliques, and then the bigger one has my laces. Okay. I have to look in here because I'm not sure what's in here anymore. I haven't been in it in a while. Maybe I'll have a surprise. Oh, yeah, these are bigger laces. Okay, got it. Then this is I wish I had more of these. This one I got from Goodwill, and the wire one, I did buy that, so I lied. So those are my papers, cardstock and other paper. Now this over here is a mess right now because I'm getting ready to do the D-stash, and all that stuff will be in the D-stash. And so over here, oh yes, there's more. Get you over here where you can see. You know, when you're doing craft shows, and I used to do a lot, I needed something. My sister gave me this box. It's actually whoa, knocked you over. This is actually a box that had silverware in it at one time. And I use it for my labeling for my bowl cozies and my aprons that I used to make. Well, I still make them, but I don't make them. Like I would make 20 or 30 aprons at a time, and I'd make like hundreds of bowl cozies at a time. So yeah, when you're making things en masse, it's... And then this has got all of my embossing folders in it. Again, this was thrifted. Then here, this is more packaging stuff. Can you see that? Not sure if you can see it or not. Packaging stuff. More packaging stuff. Then this one, and it's kind of divided up as to what I use more frequently. So this is my label maker, and these are my craft scissors that I really don't use these ones, but I have them in case I decide I want to, right? And I'll have some more of these for sale in my D-stash. I mean, they're all good and they work. Just have my favorites, and that's what I do. And then these are tools that I have used. I'm going to sell this. I don't want this. That I have used in, I mean, there are tools in there for so much, so much. soldering tools, glass cutting tools, pliers, little hammers. That's that. And then here are some labels and some, I save, when somebody sends me something in a padded envelope, I keep it. And that's where I keep it. Then this is my Sizzix cart. Again, this cart I tell you, it was 15 off of Marketplace. It was from a college student that was moving out and she didn't want it anymore. She used it in her kitchen. And I was like, oh, I could use that for my Sizzix, and it's on wheels. So I can roll it around. So there's all my die cuts, different tools that I use for it. These are extra plates. This is my little sidekick, Sizzix sidekick. Okay, so there's that. And then, oh, this table, my sister actually bought for me. It's a sewing table. I've only got one leaf up. Yes, you can get those off of Marketplace like any day, all day long for $15 or $20. These two carts I bought and I absolutely love them. Whoops. What's the matter? I got my little buddy over here. There's one of them. She's coming over because I'm giving this one attention. So when one gets attention, the other one wants attention too. So this here, my language. Okay, so here I have, these are my stencils. And then back here, I have 8.5 by 11 other paper, which it's not good to store your paper like this. It's best to store it flat, but I don't have enough space in my other 8.5 by 11. One of these days I've been looking for something to put more 8.5 by 11. Then down here are all of my master boards by color. Again, put like with like. And these things here are going to be in the dispatch next week. Then the other cart, and I can just roll this over and work on stuff. That's why I like it so well. And then I have another cart over here. Get you situated here. And this has got all of my smaller paper in it. Now over there I have a basket that has small paper that I will use for my Sizzix. But this has got other small paper in it. Yeah, this has got other small paper in it. It's divided up by double-sided paper over here and not double-sided paper over here. And this is that Muti stuff that, yeah, I won't be buying any more of that. I just need to use it up and get it gone. And then this, my little treasure chest. These carts come, when you can find them on the Zon, they come with a basket. But it just so happened that this little treasure chest came. Fits in here absolutely perfectly. And I keep extra ephemera in here. I don't know, can you see it? I'm driving blind here. Which I would really like to just kind of clear all this stuff out and do away with this box or repurpose it for something else. That's my goal. But these carts fit very nicely right underneath your desk. So, and that's when I had a smaller space. The first one I bought was when I was in the apartment after the fire in 2023. And so I bought one, and then when I moved back in the house, I was like, I need another one. So I bought another one. So then, coming full circle, this little thing here, I am probably going to be either moving it to someplace else in my house or I don't know. It really doesn't have a whole lot in it. The top part has got mostly sewing items, things that I used when I was cutting out stuff, and you know, my sewing rulers and blades and all that kind of stuff. And then inside these drawers is stuff that I used when I was vending, receipt books and different things. So there's not really much in it anymore. So yeah, I probably just need to figure out how to put this someplace else and claim this space here. So, and then we're full circle back around to my yarn cabinet. Hey Annie Mae, welcome in. So yeah, folks were asking me yesterday. There's the full view here about my organization. And that's my little mun bin that prints off my mailing labels. So yeah, that is my craft room. I know, I'm so blessed to have this. I really am. Let me put you up here. Have this. I really am. Let me put you up here. Back. When I put it up here, when I put it up here, for anybody, you push a button on the side of this. So yeah, this room used to be a bonus room. It was, when I first moved in here 20 years ago, I had a couch, and of course I got a TV in here, and a couple of chairs and stuff. But then after I rebuilt it up, I still had stuff in here. At some point in time, I started off in the corner over there, and then it just kind of grew, and I got rid of stuff. And oh, thank you for the double fireworks. And it took me time to accumulate all of my cabinets and stuff that I have. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you is these right here, these shelves, they're actually shoe shelves for your closet. Yeah, shoe shelves. Oh, thank you. Oh, a galaxy. Woo! Thank you, Paper Sprite. Yeah, they're shoe shelves that I got at the Goodwill. No, I don't want to. I'll decline that. Okay. Whew, I'm out of breath, y'all. That was a lot of talking. I mean, not that I am ever short for words, but... All right, let me grab this over here. And I love to organize stuff, so, you know, in my opinion, it's a waste of time to have to search for stuff. So, keeping organized is my way of not wasting time. All right, so now hey, Rose Kane, thank you for coming in. Gabrielle, welcome. Now what I need to do is, and y'all have to understand, I have been crafting for years, so this is not my first rodeo. I need to figure out what I'm going to put inside the cover. Oh, that's pretty. That's a possibility, but I don't know that I have two of them. I don't have two of anything left. I've got two of the butterflies. Which you could only use one side of it anyway. I've actually got, oh, that's kind of cool. I like this even better. But do I have two of them? Well, I might have two of them. I do have two of these. Okay. Well, then I think I have decided what I'm going to put in. Hey, Serenity. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the tour. If there's any questions that you asked that I didn't answer, please let me know, because I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you, Christy. You have a good day at work, hon. All right. Put this over here. I still need to work on those. This goes up here. And I think I've got plenty of lace. I'm not gonna have to worry about that. All right, so let me see. And I just have to decide which side I want on here. This side, or do I want this side with the roses on it? What do you think? Should we do the side with the roses for the inside cover and the crown? Or should we do this one here with butterflies and more writing? Hey, Helene. Good to see you again. 2 days in a row. Wow. Dina, I am on the Paper Sprites. I've been on the Paper Sprites lives a lot. I'm one of her neighbors, so I've seen you on there. Happy New Year to you too. You like the butterfly one? Not the rose one? Hey, Julie. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Skittles. That's pretty funny. You like the butterfly ones. Okay, I've got 2 votes for the butterfly. This is going to be the inside cover of this journal. my pencil here. I want to make sure it's gonna. Alrighty. Now hopefully. Oh, okay. Well, Happy New Year to you, Dina. Yeah, I wasn't paying much attention to the comments. Sorry. Butterfly one right there. All right, so that's what it's going to be right there. Bank Spirit, huh? Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. This one is available if anybody's interested. You'll have to message me for the details because you can't talk about that stuff or you get a violation. I don't want no violations or restrictions. Yeah. Okay, let me cut the other. You know what? I don't only have to use one 12 by 12. Ah, cool. Yes, this is available. I really enjoy doing paper crafts. I enjoy doing almost all crafts, but I'm not able to do the vendor thing anymore because I'm old and it takes too much out of me. So the paper crafts have been great to help me supplement my income because y'all be watching. I will be doing a D-stash next week. I thought I was going to do it on Wednesday, and I forgot to look before I came on live. I think Wednesday is when I need to go get my driver's license renewed. But I will definitely put it out on Sunday, so be sure you follow me and be able to get my announcement or go to my page and get my announcement about when I will be doing it. And do I have anybody on here that would rather see a D-stash on a Saturday or a Sunday? Because I could put it off till then too. I know sometimes doing it on the weekday is not real beneficial for a lot of folks that work. My Fabri-Tac is running slow. So yeah, I can do the D-stash on a Saturday or Sunday, or I can do it on a weekday. But I'm gonna have to check. I thought it was gonna be Wednesday, but I'm almost positive that that's when I have to go get my driver's license redone. My birthday's not till February, but I don't want to be driving around with that with a driver's license that's no good. I don't want to get a ticket for that. Can't afford a ticket. Whew, boy. It's going to be a challenge this year. Financially, for sure. Sweetness, Psalms 91. I am putting the inside covers on this lavender journal that I've been working on for, what, a couple of weeks, a month, something like that. Do you, Elia? Well, we need to follow each other then. How long have you been making journals? Hey, April. Since March of 2024. I started before that. I've been doing it about 5 years. Of course, the ones that I make now aren't anything like the ones that I made back then. Oh. Let's see. I was, how old was I? I want to say 65. I'm going to be 73. 73 next month. I'm an old lady. Several different ways. This one is a hidden spine, meaning that it doesn't have the strings on the back of it. I have a YouTube channel, and I have posted. I bound this one yesterday, so if you want to go to my YouTube channel and take a look at it, at how I do it, you can get step-by-step directions. There's the back side. And I'd love it if y'all would follow me on the YouTube too. One of these days, I'm going to find a phone, a second phone, and I may be doing lives on the YouTube as I'm doing these, so I don't have to upload them. But the second phone that I had died on me. And I mean, it does not, absolutely does not charge. I mean, I don't care if it has there's no phone line attached to it. You know, you should be able to use them like you use an iPad. Once you unhook them from or get a new one or whatever. And I did for quite a while, but now it won't charge, so it won't charge. Absolutely will not charge. I have tried different charge cords. I've tried everything. It absolutely will not charge. It is deader than a doornail. However dead that may be, I'm not sure. It's dead, dead, dead. The battery is dead. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. They're going to give me a restriction. They're going to tell me that I did a bad thing. Ugh. Thank you for the follow, Vanessa. Thank you for all the likes, too. We can do a giveaway when we get to, let's say 10,000. When we get to 10,000, we'll do a giveaway. I talked so much at the beginning of this live. I think I've run out of things to say. So tell me where y'all are from. What part of the world are you? I am in Central Texas. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a fun thing. You're from Texas, south of Fort Worth. Okay. Well, I am a couple hours south of you in Granger, Texas. You know, you're from the Houston, April? Hey. Uh-oh, I've been on for an hour. I got the puzzle. Okay, that was a puzzle piece. Did you put what you go yesterday together? What I got yesterday, did I put together what I got yesterday? Illinois, hey, welcome in. 30 minutes from Victoria. I don't know what you mean. Did I put what you got, you go? I'm not sure what you meant, Berlin. I'm 30 minutes from everything. Yeah, Granger's a small town of about 1,400 people, so. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. It's available. Should anybody like to purchase? You can message me and we can work out the details, or I can tell you the details. This one's going to be ready to go possibly tomorrow. Still got a few things that I need to work on. Okay, so I can do a little flip through right now of the, I don't have the ephemera in it. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Oh, the rolling cart. Gotcha. Okay. I think she's, hey, Anita. So yeah, I'm going to flip through this real quick. And this will all have ephemera in it. And then I think I've got enough ephemera to send extra ephemera. So lined paper. This is a belly band. Another little pocket. This is a spinner that I learned from the Paper Sprite. It says, today is full of possibilities. Do more than exist, make a difference. I love doing those. They're so fun. I'm so glad Berlin did a tutorial on how to do them. This is actually a package that stickers came in. I don't remember what stickers look like, but so yeah, this one is available. It's got a little waterfall. Linda, you're asking what kind of a notebook do I use? I don't use a notebook, hon. I make the cover with a chipboard. And if you'll go to my YT channel, Feliz Año Nuevo para usted, Mini J. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see how I put it together. This has got a little slides. Yeah, I like doing functional things. It's another little pocket. This is made out of, I copied a doily. A couple little pockets there. This here will have some ephemera in it. It's a little flipper. Another pocket. More spots for ephemera. It's a stencil and a more ephemera pocket. This is a little journaling space. This will have ephemera in it. I said it's available, and this here, I've already put its little card in it. And here's some, this will put, ephemera will go in to these little things too. It is cool. I forgot about that. I should have used the wobble in this one. I'll be using it. I got a little package of them, so I'll be using it for sure. By the way, if you need a stopper for your glue bottle, Connie's Craft Corner makes them, so you can look her up and message her if you want one. They're great. I love them. She has all different colors and themes and all that. I got a spare one that's a Highland cow. I have to show you. It's cute. It's so cute. Same as the one on here, Texas Nostalgic Treasures is the name of my YT channel. So yeah, I got this one. I love Highland cows. Isn't it cute? It's my backup. She can make them in any color, any theme. She does a really good job on, and these are actually stainless steel, so they won't get all rusty in your glue, because I've had one before that happened to. And if you're just going to use like a regular hat pin in it, they will get rusty. Yeah, that makes sense. My happy place is my craft room. This is going to be a big pocket, so I'm just gluing it together right now. Tomorrow, the Paper Sprite and I get to go have lunch. I'm looking forward to that burger. The place we're going to go is called Granger Brewery, and they did used to brew beer there, but the original owners have, they sold it. The lady went into the armed services and as a nurse, she was a nurse, and so anyway, I think they're stationed in Germany now. Anyway, and so the new owners have not opened up the brewery, but oh my gosh, they have added to the menu. They used to have pizza, which was pretty good pizza. But now they've got hamburgers. They've got some really cool appetizers. I'm getting hungry now. So yeah, they have really upped the game as far as the restaurant. Oh, they have salads. But their burgers are not your. Thank you. It is available. If you'd like it, just message me and we can work out the details. Yeah, so they have really upped the game on the menu. One of the appetizers that they have is they're like these giant tater tots. They're about that big around and about that long. And they're not just tater tots, so they've got like other onions and spices and stuff in them. Oh, they are so good. So anyway. I'm looking forward to it. I was going to say, when I first started this 5 years ago, there was hardly anybody from Texas on here. I have a lot of Canadian followers, a lot of UK followers, but there were hardly any folks from Texas. So, oh, it's yummy. It's yummy. So yeah, their hamburgers are, I'm pretty sure that they get their beef from our local butcher place here. Do I want to do this or do I want to do that? I think I want to do the other one. I want to try this one. I think maybe if I fill it up, it'll be better. Yes, this one is available. You can message me if you're interested and we can work out the details. First one to message me, we'll get the details first, and then I'll go along, and first one that pays the lady, it will be yours. I love lilacs. You know, Amelia, when I was a little girl in California, I had a lilac bush right outside my bedroom window. And I used to love in the spring opening up that window when that thing bloomed. And smelling that lilac. Oh, it was so good. Just loved it. But lilacs don't grow here in Texas. Well, it's been in the 40s at night. But today it's supposed to get up to, I think, 70. So yeah, that's our cold here in Texas. It's not too bad. Hey, Araceli. I'm gonna have to fill this up because I'm not gonna do this. Yes, the reason I live in Texas is because I do not like snow and that yucky stuff. Hey, Francis, thank you for the follow. I'm going to fill this up because it's just not working for me right now. Well, it's half empty, that's why. Okay. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Francis? Francis, where are you from? Always wipe off the top of your glue bottles before you put the lids back on them, or you will not ever be able to get the lids off again. What part of California? I grew up in Merced. Moved to Texas when I was 18. Tulare? That's not too far from Merced. So I left California in 1971, right after I graduated from high school. Came to Texas and been here ever since. Yep, Tulare. Hey, Jessica, how's everything down there in San Antone? Your kids all getting ready to go back to school tomorrow? Or do you guys go back on Monday? I think it's kind of ridiculous to go back to school on a Friday after a holiday, don't you? But some school districts do that. I mean, you know, it's one day. Hello, people. Monday. Well, that's good. That makes more sense than making kids go to school Friday and then have 2 more days off after they've had like 2 weeks off, right? Oh yeah, this is much better. I'm so glad I filled it up. I'll have to look. I'm not sure when my grandkids go back to school. Grandkids, great-grandkids, you know. Oh, this works so much better now that I filled it up. Oh. Hey, Joni Neely. Welcome in. Joni, where are you from? If you've told me before, I'm sorry I forgot. I try to remember things like people's names and where they're from. Pittsburgh, PA. Never been to Pittsburgh. I have been to every state this side of the Mississippi and 3 states on the east side of the Mississippi. 4 states. I've been to Louisiana. I've been to Baltimore. I've been to South Carolina. I've been I've been to Georgia. Let's see. And I've been to Florida. Oh, boy. My repertoire has grown since I actually thought about it before. So I have a granddaughter that lives in, she and her husband live in, and almost 2 kids. She's due any day now. They live in Florida. And then when I was working, I went to various seminars and trainings at in the other states, like Baltimore. Georgia. Prit's eclectic life. Love it. Love it. Love it. I think I have had an eclectic life myself. This is kind of tedious, putting on the lace, but boy, it sure does make a difference, in my opinion. Elise, welcome in. Thanks for coming into my live. Thanks for all the follows and the likes. When we get to 10,000 likes, we'll be doing a giveaway. Thank you. This one is available. So if you're interested, message me and I can give you the details on it. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Okay, so if anybody's interested in the D-Stash, I'm going to do one next week. Happy New Year to you, too. I'm going to do one next week. I thought I was going to do it on the 7th, but I think I'm going to get my driver's license renewed on that day. So if you prefer me to do it on a weekend, I can do it on the weekend, too. So just let me know what y'all want to do. I'll be making an announcement on here on no later than Sunday. I forgot to look and see, excuse me, when before I got on, to make sure that that's when my appointment is. You have to have an appointment to get a driver's license these days. How crazy is that? My appointment to get my driver's license. It doesn't expire till February, but I went back November, and thought I had, in Texas here, we can do our licenses online, but every 8 years they want to see your face, which makes sense for me because I no longer have brown hair, it's gray, and I'm no longer 5'8", I'm 5'5", because I've shrunk in my old age. Yep, we have to show up every 8 years. I don't know why they got 8 years instead of 10. And of course, you have to have that special thing now, a real ID, they call it, which, so now you have to take in your birth certificate, and the reason your name has changed from what it was on your birth certificate, so you need your marriage license or your divorce decree. Isn't that crazy? It's just crazy. And the thing is, Dina, because a few people act stupid and do stupid things, that's why we all have to do this. Isn't that the way it is? Yep. And you know what? No amount of legislation is going to stop people from doing stupid things. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the heart puff. I appreciate that. And Tide Pods have do not eat on them. Not for human consumption, Tide Pods. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. It's just a crazy world we live in. But you know, in all my almost 73 years, it's always been crazy. It just goes from one crazy to a different crazy. I remember going to church as a little kid, and in the Assembly of God Church. We went to the Catholic Church first. My mom was raised Catholic, and my dad was raised Seventh-day Adventist. And we started going to a Pentecostal church when I was probably about 6 years old. And I remember the preacher preaching about hellfire and brimstone, you know, and how we are living in the end times. And at any day, the rapture is going to happen, blah, 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 blah. And I remember as a child going to camp, you know, summer camp in Yosemite National Park. Camp Tioga was what it was called. And I remember praying then, oh Lord, please, please don't come back now, because I want to be with my family. I don't know. Craziness, huh? The crazy things you think of when you're a kid at summer camp. It was a full-fledged summer camp. Hey, loving myself. Welcome in. So when people start preaching about, you know, the end of the world and stuff like that, I kind of just turn it off, because I'm thinking, you know what? The Bible tells me nobody's going to know, so you don't know. I ain't going to worry about it. I'm just going to be ready. I'm ready. Okay, not going to do one on that one. Yep, I think I'll do one on this one. Hey, Kimberly, American girl. What part of the world are you from, hon? And thanks for the follow. Arkansas. Do you follow a lady by the name of London's Priorities? She does a lot of gardening stuff. And she makes soap. pretty cool, I think. Um, yeah, she grows. She and her husband just bought a piece of property, and just last year they moved into it. Well, they moved into it. They moved onto it. Pretty much, they camped out. um, and so I don't know that she's got, I think maybe 3 acres, but she's all about doing things naturally, gardening naturally, and you get some London's priorities. I don't know where in Arkansas she lives, but it's really pretty. Yeah, she's a sweetie. I think you'll enjoy her content. I am in Texas. I'm in Central Texas. We always have to define where we're at in Texas because it's a big state and you could be hours and hours away from people. New York, is that how you say it? Is that New York? No. New York. Northeast Arkansas. Oh, got it. Duh. That's okay. This old lady sometimes just doesn't get things on the first go round. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoy doing it, so. And this one is available. If anybody's interested, you can message me and we can give you the details. And we can make it happen because it's getting ready to be sent out. Hey, Steph. Yeah, I really do enjoy it. I have been blessed to have several jobs that I really enjoyed in my lifetime. Happy New Year, Steph. The best job, there's 2 of them that I really enjoyed. The very best job was working for a hospice. I absolutely loved it. And I worked for a mom and pop hospice. I worked for Scott and White Hospice. That was the last hospice that I worked for. And then Baylor came in and took it over. And they eliminated my position. So, and then the first hospice that I worked for 5 years was a mom and pop. It was, owned by a couple of just a married couple is what I'm trying to say. Sweetest people on earth. They live in Houston, or near Houston. They live in, what is the name of that town? Near Spring, Houston. Thank you for the rose. And then before that, I worked for 14 years when I was young. I worked for a law firm, and I absolutely loved doing that work. It was very interesting. I've had a lot of jobs in my life. But I've been retired for a while now. Most recently, I substituted at our local school. And I enjoyed the kids, I really did. But with my mobility issues, it was getting harder and harder for me to keep up with them. And our little school here is pre-K all the way through 12th grade. So they really need somebody that can get around well. Oh, well, good. I have a daughter-in-law that is a teacher. I have a friend that's a teacher. I know a lot of teachers. Oh, wow. Homeschool is good. Now, my friend that has taught public school for 50 plus years, she and I have a total disagreement as far as homeschool kids. When I was a director of a crisis pregnancy center, homeschool kids were absolutely fabulous. They would come in and they would help out with stuff, and they were well behaved and they were smart. But she didn't like homeschool kids because she thought that they were so far behind, and they were, and I kept telling her, the reason that you don't like the fact that people homeschool is because when people are failures at homeschool and they put their kids in public school, you get the failures. You get the kids, you get the ones that are behind, that, their parents didn't take homeschooling seriously or whatever the problem was. But anyway, I don't think public schools are going to go away anytime soon. They might, but no, it wasn't because of that. I mean, it was because the homeschool kids that she got were homeschool fails. I think they are. These kids, I mean, and the ones that I knew or know actually went on to colleges and are very successful in their life. Oh, so smart, so smart. They get the one-on-one and they learn in a way and at a pace that is good for them. You can't do that with 33 kids in your classroom. And then you have half of them that have, what do they call it? I want to say special needs, but it's not really, they don't call it special needs, that are on the spectrum or whatever. Yeah, craziness. Am I putting this in the right one? I think I am, because that's kind of a juicy one. All right. We're getting down to the end. Now, why did that do that? I have never had my Fabri-Tac bottle do that before. It kind of just spit it out some stuff. That's weird. So anyway, yeah. Adopt to co-host now. No, no, Esmeralda. I don't co-host. And then these are Pampered Chef. Yeah, you know. If it doesn't spit out again, no, it's not. I'm getting down to the end of my cutting boards, so that must mean I'm getting down to the end of the lace being put on. Thank you. And again, this journal is available. If anybody is interested in it, please message me, because we can't talk about those things in a live. We will get dinged for it. All right, let me see if some of these are dry enough that I can take them out. How many more do I have to have? Just a couple. Southwestern Michigan. Yeah, I bet you are freezing. You get that lake effect, don't you? Don't you, Mindy? Mindy May. So I'm thinking, and I don't know this because I've never, even though I was born in Minnesota, my parents moved us out when I was like 2 years old. I don't remember any of it, but isn't that like a really, really wet and miserable snow? The lake effect snow. 15. Okay, well, we're going to be up to 70 today. 18 in New York. I love Texas winters. Y'all can have all that up there. Love me some Texas winters, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll be up to, we were in the 40s last night. But yeah, we'll be up there in the 70s today. I need at least 2 more of these. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Melissa. Who is that? Okay, so the guys that were supposed to come yesterday to take down my dead pecan tree didn't come. They had chainsaw issues and then rope issues and all this different kind of, just kept getting, just kept getting later and later. And so I said, well, why don't we just reschedule? I mean, it is New Year's Eve after all, and they're young, you know, so they want to do their New Year's Eve thing. And he said, oh, that would be great. So they're either coming today or tomorrow. I told him, just message me because I need to make sure my little puppies are put up, because the pecan tree that they're taking down is in the backyard. And one more. And that is their domain, so I don't want them to be escaping like my other one. My older one, she is the little escape artist. If there's a hole somewhere, she's going to find it and she's going to get out. Or if you accidentally leave the door open or the door blows open, which it did the other day, and she got out, and she's deaf and blind in one eye. And when I noticed I taken out the garbage, and my son-in-law was supposed to be coming over, And so I just left the door unlocked, but it was the day that it was so windy outside. And next thing I know, I felt a breeze and the door was open and she was nowhere to be found in the house. So it took me a little while to track her down, but we tracked her down, got her back. And it's being that she's deaf and she can't hear me call her. That's a challenge. That is a challenge in and of itself. So, put some of this stuff up. Okay, now let's close her up. Hey, kitty. Hey, Scrapbook. That's interesting. Welcome in. Let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to kind of try it out a little bit first before I commit, put the glue on it. Hey, Destiny and Araceli. Let's see. All right, so if I do this like this, then maybe what I should do is like this and like that, and then like this. Or if I go all the way over here like this. And then we'll do one on the back and then one down the center here, or maybe two down the center. I think I have enough to do two. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I have decided. Then I'm going to put this, or at least part of this, on here. She's snoring over there. Oh, thank you, Mindy May. Just have to figure out how I want to put it on here. Okay, so all right, let me start cutting on this. They put a whole lot of tulle on these appliques, and I know why. I can't talk about that on here. You'll have to, otherwise I'll get a restriction, and I don't want that. So if you'll message me, I would be happy to tell you, and we can talk about it. TikTok didn't used to be so strict, but since Oracle has taken over the 80% of it, they have really gotten strict. But this one is available, so. Hola, Carmen Gonzalez. Can I explain exactly what I make? Journals? Mindy? Are you talking about the other things that I make? Because I make a lot of stuff. On here, I just pretty much make. I have never made a planner. I can make, I could make one. I definitely could. But I think planners are something that are kind of specific to the individual that's using them's needs. So I would want to know what all, besides, just a calendar and places to write things and all that. I would want to know what the person wanted in it. Which is not to say that you couldn't use any of my journals as a planner. You could. Thank you, Carmen. Sorry, I'm cutting out of camera here. I'm just cutting off this excess tulle that is not necessary for what I'm using this for. Yes, there's several that make golden books. Pen Poo, she may still be on here. She does the golden book thing. Hildy does the golden book thing. I think Britt's journals, she does quite a few different ones. And I noticed that those golden books are really popular. I do not do the golden books. Just not a subject that makes me happy, and I'm just doing stuff that makes me happy. I like the more vintagey, flowered, and actually, the Paper Sprite just did a Hello Kitty one, and before that she did, I think she's working on, or she was working on last night, a Alice in Wonderland. And then before that, she did a Cat in the Hat one. So yeah, I mean, there's, yeah, lots of folks doing journals with different things. You can make them out of Reader's Digest books. Stop it. Stop sticking together here. Not passing any judgment at all. About what, hon? Did I miss something? I'm not passing any judgment. It's just not my thing. Now, I learned a lot of stuff by watching like Brit's journals. Oh my gosh, her making whatever journal she's making. I've learned a lot from her about journal making. She was one of the first people I started watching, and she has made them. Another thing, I don't do Harry Potter. A lot of people do Harry Potter. It's just all in what you prefer to work with, and I just prefer this style. And it took me a while to figure out what kind of a style I wanted. You know, when I first started doing it, I was all over the place. I even bought little golden books thinking that I would do that. And then I realized I don't really like that. And went more towards the vintage, flowery, yeah. And you can learn from all of them. I mean, everybody does different things. And you can learn the techniques from everybody. I have. There's a lot of people that do steampunk. Ten Cat has done steampunk before. Brit's done steampunk. I think Hildy has. I would do a steampunk one, but I wouldn't do any. I'm not one that likes the. I don't like the skulls and stuff. But you can do steampunk without doing skulls. I think that's what we're going with, ladies. Or I could do it this way, couldn't I? Which way do you think? Put this one down here like that, or this one up here like this. You like it this way with the flower under the other flowers? Oh, I got gluey fingers. Imagine that. All right, I'm going to glue this one on because this is a definite the way it's going to go. Thank you, Nadia. Oh, thank you. Who became the 27th fan? Wordy Ken's Works. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What is your name, Wordy Ken's folks? Are we at 10,000? We're not at 10,000 yet. Lisa, forgive me if I have to ask you again at another time when you come in my live. I try to remember people's names, but sometimes this old lady forgets. But I will be doing a D-stash sometime next week. Y'all need to tell me when you want me to do it. Should I do it on a weekend, or would you prefer a weekday? Matters not to me. I'm going to have punches. I'm going to have paper and all kinds of other. I have a few stamps. Weekend, okay. We got one vote for weekend. Lisa votes for weekend. Who else? Mindy May wants a weekend. Cheryl. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I will send out a, I'll do a video and make the announcement. I can do any day. This is Fab Tack in a Sugar Bell bottle. I use it for anything that is not paper on paper. Yeah, you can ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer questions. Just don't ask me the prices. And most of the time I can kind of tell you where I get stuff from, but they've gotten kind of iffy on that stuff too. Don't want to get any restrictions or dings or get kicked off. Oh gosh, I know. You definitely want one that clears dry, and you can use this for anything and everything. And it's expensive too. I mean, all of them are pretty much. And you want to make sure that it's going to be one that's going to last and not crack after a little while. Hello, Araceli. Hello, Lisa Love. Okay, we're going to put this one down here. Oh, really? Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, there are those definitely that will wrinkle the paper. One thing that'll help with your paper not wrinkling is if you use a fine tip. Thank you, Connie. There's a lady that does a little, she makes these, Connie's Craft Corner there. You follow her. They're stoppers for your glue bottles. And she makes them with stainless steel. It really is. Lavender your favorite color, Connie? That's cool. I like it. My favorite color is green, though. You want to make sure that it's stainless steel, though, because if it's, and she makes them with stainless steel, because if you don't, they get yucky. So this is a good brand, but it is a little bit on the pricey side. And then there's what's in this bottle, though, is actually art glitter glue. Green goes with everything, doesn't it? Yes, they will definitely rust and make a mess. I've had them before that did that to me, which was not fun. Couldn't see the name of the person that does those. It's Connie's Craft Corner. She's right up above this comment, or maybe right below this comment. Oh, NUVO on the glue, NUVO. Yeah, NUVO. Or what's in that bottle is this brand. And I really like it. And I have never had it. I mean, I even use it on vellum, and it hasn't I haven't had that problem. That might be too close. You're in Texas? Where in Texas are you? This might be too close. I think it'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right. It'll be all right. Seriously? Wow, I never knew that, Connie. Plano, yeah. I'm in Granger, which is north of Austin. Plano, Texas. Been through there a few times going up to Oklahoma. I've lived in Texas. Well, let's see. I was 18 when I moved here, and I'm 73 now, so that's how long I've lived in Texas. And pretty much just in this area. No, I don't do WinStar. I had a friend that lived up in Miami. Well, actually, my friend's mom lived up in Miami, and we used to go through there. And then my kid's dad had a, he died in January last year. He had a sister that lived in Ardmore, between Ardmore and Marietta. She actually taught in Marietta. But they had some land out there. Still have it. I got to see her at their dad's funeral last year. We've been divorced for a really long time. So, yep, don't do WinStar. And my daughter does. They like to go to those places, but I don't. I've been to a casino in Oklahoma twice. And one time I just went to the bingo hall and played bingo. And the other time I had $50 and tap, tap, tap. Yeah, we need to get to 10,000. I had $50 and I played for a while and lost it. I got up like to $80 and I lost it. And I was like, that's it. And I ain't spending no more. $50, man, that's a lot. In my financial world. I work hard for my money to give it away to somebody else. And I didn't think it was all that fun. Oh my. Was he having so much fun or have a heart condition or wow, that's crazy. Okay, so my first husband, I have to tell you this story. My first husband when I was 18. Oh, well, that's good. He died having fun. We eloped from Merced. We went to Reno, Nevada. Well, you know, I'm all of 18 and he's like 21. We knew nothing about nothing. So we heard, you know, that you could get married without blood tests. Back then you had to have blood tests in Reno. And we didn't want to wait. So we went to Reno. And we went to the first chapel that we saw to get married because, you know, they had it all over the place where you could get married. And they said, do you have your marriage license? And we were like, what? Yeah, you have to go get a marriage license. And I was like, okay. So we went to the courthouse and bought the marriage license, which took up, well, first of all, I didn't have a car and he didn't have a car. And so we took the bus. So anyway, we went to the courthouse, got the marriage license, and didn't realize that that was going to cost us what we had in our pocket that day. And back then they didn't have like debit cards and easy transfers and all the stuff like they have now. But we did buy two-way tickets on the bus, so that was a good thing on our part. So we this is a funny story. So we got married right there at the courthouse in Reno, Nevada, and we had several hours to wait. Before our bus was going to leave. And we were hungry. So we found this little Italian restaurant. And we had just enough money to play the slot machines that was outside the restaurant, penny slots, and got just enough money to be able to get spaghetti without meat sauce at the restaurant. So came home. I did have a little bit of money in savings. He had nothing. And came home and couldn't even find a seat together on the bus. Didn't have a place to live. Our first night was spent on the floor of his brother's apartment. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Golly, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? I don't know. Crazy story. And I will post this on YouTube and my kids will have it. Well, finally, we didn't ask. We were young and dumb. So finally, he told the person that was sitting next to him what was going on, and he offered to trade seats with us. But that was like we were almost back to Merced by then. Isn't that funny? Young and dumb. And we were married for 3 years. We moved to Texas shortly after that. And then 3 years later, our daughter was born. And then we got a divorce just shortly after she was born. She wasn't even a year old. Yes, I do. I do. If you'll look on my YT, it's under the same name. You can see how I started this binding and finished it. I think it's a 2-parter, maybe. I don't know. So now y'all know more about me than you ever cared to know. That's how I started it, Lisa. I teached myself. I obviously don't speak English very well, but I taught myself through watching other people and asking questions here on TikTok, which almost everybody in the journaling community is very, we're not gatekeepers. We love sharing what we do and our tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. And there's tons of tutorials on here. Tons. And my best advice is watch the tutorials and try it out and figure out what works for you. Oh, really? That's cool, Manners. Well, that's okay. I mean, y'all got to start somewhere. I've been doing this for 5 years now. My first ones were meh, too. I can tell you, it's not. You don't start off as an expert. In fact, I've got one of my first ones right here. Let me show you. This is one of the first ones I did with, no, not that one. Or do I? Yeah, I still have it. So this one I made out of envelopes. The stamping is kind of off. Die cuts. This was a So yeah, this is one of my first journals that I did. Yes, we are, Cheryl. That's absolutely correct. We're all still learning, and we're all still figuring out what works for us. So yeah, this is one of my first ones. I just keep it around for fun. And I can tell you too, not all of my journals are 100% a hit for me. Like, I tried doing one a while back that was a lot taller than this one and the ones I usually make. The ones I usually make are 8.5 by 11, and then I just fold the paper in half. And boy, did I ever mess it up. It's over there in the drawer. Yeah, and then the paper that I was using was white core paper. It was really pretty paper, but it was white core. And it cracked. So yeah, it's over there in the drawer. I'll probably tear it apart at some point in time and make other stuff with it, but yeah. Exactly. I'm visual and do it myself. You know, if I can't do it, then, and a lot of what I learned was on the YT. That's one of the reasons why I post my stuff on the YT, because you can't repost. Are we up to 10,000? Not yet. You can't repost your lives here, but I can download them and then upload them to the YT. Nice talking to you too, Lisa. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully we'll see you again. Wow, we're getting close to this one being done. I just have to do the back cover. Put the lace on the back side. It'll be a lot easier to do that once I get all these out of here. Oh, I must have been on. Yeah, I was going to say I must have been on here for a while, because I'm starting to get a little leery. So yes, this is available if anybody's interested. Please give me a message if we can. I will share the details with you. I don't do it on here because TikTok doesn't like that sort of thing. So if we're going to play on here, we got to play by the rules, right? I would hate to get banned. I love the way it looks on the lace looks on the edges. I would say probably 95% of my journals have lace on the edges. Okay, so then I want to put one of those on here. Or do I want to do it this way? And then this way. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. Well, let's get it right side up and make sure. It's hard to tell on this lace sometimes what's right side up and what's wrong side up. Where are we? Oh, we're almost to 10K, y'all. Almost to 10K. 10K. All right, we're going to do a giveaway. Now, how this works is you have to, A, be in the United States, because mailing stuff away is way too expensive. And you can guess, but I'm gonna write down a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50. And the one that is closest to it without going over the first one. Wait, I haven't started yet. We're going to do it for a minute, Vicki. First one. Oh gosh, did I I think I may have showed the number. All right, we'll do a different one. Without going over will be the winner. First one that I see on my side, okay? So let's do this. All righty. Yes, you can do it again. All right, so I am going to say go. Start guessing right now. If somebody hits the number, I will stop it if I see it. Stop, stop, stop. Somebody got it. Stop, stop. Somebody got it. Somebody got it. Right on. Sandra Lander, 512. All right, let me make sure that nobody else got it before her. Donna, you were close. Cheryl was close, just one over. Okay, so Sandra Lander, 512. If you will message me your I need your address and your full name if it's not Sandra Lander. Okay? Yay! 16 new messages. Woohoo. 91. It was between 1 and 50. Okay. All righty. That was fun. All right, we'll do another one if we reach 20K, but probably not before I get off because I need to get off here and do some stuff. I do want to finish this up though, because I like for it to dry for at least a day. There's still spots on it that are wet, like where the lace was on, and parts of this, the cover is still wet. So yeah, I want to make sure that it's good and dry before I put it in the mail to anybody. Hopefully somebody wants it. It's not spoken for yet. It's never 100% spoken for till you pay the lady. Okay, so there's that. Then I want to do one going down this way. And I still have a little bit left over. What about that? What is it? What is what, hon? Hey, Connie. What is what, Judy? Yes, Happy New Year. It is going to be a Happy New Year. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gift. The PHI. I don't know what the PHI is, honey. You'll have to expound on that because I don't know what the PHI is. Oh, it's a journal. And it is available. I'm just finishing it up. I am having a great day. Are you working today, Connie? Judy, I would be happy. I can't say it on here because TikTok will give me a violation. So if you will message me, I will be happy to let you know. The measurements are, I never can remember this. I'm not a measurement girl. It is 9 by 6.5. 9 by 6. Here, okay. I couldn't remember if you were or not. Haven't seen you in a while. I know that doesn't mean you haven't been watching my lives, but I'm retired too. Love it. I love it. Oh, thanks. I've got a little bit of it, let me tell you. I love lace. Oh, okay. Well, are y'all healed up now? You're overwhelmed. I keep telling you, Berlin, I'm happy to come and help you organize. Well, you know what? I think we missed you too, Connie. I mean, like I said, I hadn't seen you in a while, so, you just never know. I had one friend on here that decided she wasn't going to do any more social media. And she just, oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, we're just praying that 2026 is going to bring you complete healing and you'll be back to doing all the wonderful things that you like to do. Yes, hang on just a sec. Let me get this trimmed up here. Happy to show you. Come on, scissors, cut. This is my sharpest scissors too. I don't usually like to use this with glue, but my other scissors is getting real dull. And this lace really does like sharp scissors to cut. Whoop. Okay, hey Tammy. All right, so the inside. Here we go. Pockets, and I have plenty of ephemera that goes in here too. I just haven't packed it in yet. That will be my next project. I may do it this evening. I may do it tomorrow on my live. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, this is what the inside looks like. It's got 3 signatures in it. By the time I get this has got a little spinner in it. It says, today is full of possibilities. Do more than exist, make a difference. And this is actually a little pocket where some ephemera will go. And this is a waterfall. Oh, thank you. I'm going to say Sandra is your name, right? This is a little slider belly band, and it has a, I already put the ephemera in there. You're welcome, Judy. And then there will be ephemera in those as well. Little pocket. This is actually an embroidered doily that I copied. Pockets, pocket, slider. Okay, thank you, Sandra. I will get it out to you by tomorrow. No sense in going to the post office today. They're closed. These are sticking because the glue is still a little bit on the damp side. That's why I never, what is a slider? Oh, okay. The slider belly band. Okay, so it's just a cute little thing that goes up and down. On the belly band. There's other sliders as well. And this already has its ephemera in it. Ephemera will go in here. And this is a nice big pocket that I'll put, I've got a couple little envelopes and notebooks that will go in here. And of course, stuff in there. And then this is another, there'll be something here, and something here. This is a little place to write. And there we have it. Thank you, Joy. Whoops, I guess I better close it first before I... Okay. I think I'm gonna leave that on there because it's still kind of sticky on the bottom. Yeah, I like it to dry really well before I put it in the mail, because you know it gets hot and it gets cold. Thank you, Annie Mae. Thank you, Joy Art and Kitten Cotton. All right, so now I thought I got these out a while ago. Maybe I didn't. I don't particularly like those. What color? I think I'm gonna go with, I can do silver. Let's see what I got here. I think silver is the best with this, don't you? I think I like silver. I'm not really fond of gold with this. Oh, my eye itches. Hey, Christy C. Yeah, I like it. I think I like the silver. I want to get some more of these bigger ones because I really like these bigger ones. A lot better than these little ones. But I have that on my wish list. Hey, Pen. Okay, now we'll put these little puppies on. Clean off my scissors here. Like I said, these are the ones that I don't really like to use on anything that's glued or sticky. I like to use these for fussy cutting. But my other one is getting a little dull. Um, oh, well, sure you will. Sure you will. I've been crafting for a long time, y'all. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the likes as well. Okay, so I always put a little bit of fab tack in here. That doesn't work, Nanette. No, that doesn't work. It does not work. Believe me, I have tried it. No. Thank you for the suggestion, but it doesn't work. Even if you get those big aluminum foil pans that are just, that doesn't work either. Thank you, Jessica. It's still available. Whoops. They also told me to do that with, what was it? Something else with the tin foil. And I tried it on that too, and it didn't work. Oh, punches, paper punches. That was the other one. No, it didn't work. Because I go through corner punches quite quickly. Yeah, it's too time consuming. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Corner rounders are, I mean, and when I was sewing, I have a sewing scissors. That's when I first tried to do it on my fabric scissors. No, that doesn't work. I only use it for fabric too. Oh, I got out one too many. Ooby wilby. Boy, I keep watching this. I'm watching this Netflix thing called Homeland. Holy moly. It's never going to end. There's like 12 episodes and 8 seasons, and I'm on like, I think season 3 or 4. Thank you for the follow, Heather. Welcome in. Hey, Kim, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I like to use this hammer on these because they get too bent up when I use the pliers. Okay. See, there's still areas even of the Mod Podge that's not quite dry yet. Just takes a long time for things to dry in Texas. Okay. Now I just have to put the ephemera in it, and she will be ready to go to her next home. I have a smaller journal that is in the same, well, not the same, it's just about the same color. This one here is just one signature, and this one here is available as well. So it's got the ephemera in it. So if you're interested in the smaller one, let me know. Just say smaller one. It has a little tie on it. So those are the two that I have available right now. Let me know by giving me a message if you're interested. I am going to get off here right now because I'm ready to go do something else. So y'all take care. God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful beginning to this wonderful new year of 2026. And I hope God brings you joy and peace. So God bless y'all. Take care.